didn't come this far to only come this far. I hear some people saying things like, when I make it, when I get to the top. I'll keep working hard until I get to the top, until I reach my goal. Let me tell you something. There's no end. Winners never stop. If you reach your goal, set a bigger goal. If you get to the top of the mountain, find a bigger mountain.
The journey.
The journey.
That was very, very, very motivational speech. How many people actually listen to motivational speeches?
I know I wake up, that's like my breakfast in the morning. It gets my day going. You can almost see it in a person, like who listens to that kind of speech. That's what actually Sturdy Faith is about, man. I want to take it more motivational and tap into different avenues of it, because it's really, I mean, when you think of it, a lot of people think religion right off the bat, and although that's where the name came from, it's a little more broader than that. Faith is just a belief. It's just about getting these people to believe in whatever it is that they're trying to pursue and just be sturdy about it. And I feel as though once they have that mindset, like you said, it goes back to your mindset. Once you got that, the first road to success is believing in yourself. And I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever your goals are, it takes you to believe in it to get other people to believe in it. There's really no bad ideas, really. It's just about how much you believe in it.
I think that's number one. I think that's number one in life, because if you don't show confidence, people don't believe in you.
Right.
No matter where you at, what you're doing, if you don't show confidence in what you're doing or who you are, no one will believe in you. No one want to follow you because it's not real to them.
Right.
Like, how can they stand on something concrete when you're not concrete? And I love that name, Sturdy Faith. And I 100% believe that is you. Just watching your character, listen to you talk, you're a very humble gentleman. So when you sit here and tell me you listen to motivational speeches when you wake up, I can believe that. I can definitely see that, because you're trying to get somewhere. You don't believe that there's limitations to life.
Right.
And that's where I think most of us fail at. We're so content with just being here. Like, you are afraid to take that journey to the next step because you worry about failing or how you're going to look or how you're viewed. And that holds us back as a whole, not as just an individual, but as a whole. When we learn how to encourage one another and build one another, that journey becomes a destination. It has no limit, because in all actuality, everything on this earth is for us.
Right.
Everything on this earth was put here to entertain us. We are the world. So if everything is put here for us, for our entertainment, that means there's nothing that you can't accomplish. It depends on your mindset, your will, how bad you want it. In today's world, it's just as easy to get it, because you could punch up on a phone and learn anything there is you need to know.
Right.
If you want to learn, if you are one that learn from actually physical doing, it shows you. You can put hands on while you follow the manuscript. If you one that learns from reading, is there for you. Following is there for you. So there's really no argument on why you can't do something. How bad do you want it?
Right.
How bad are you willing to take that next step? And the motivational speeches that I have been listening to is very encouraging to me, because it's not someone that's telling you, you can't. It's someone that's telling you it's yours. Right. You own it. Go for it. Do it. Make it happen. And when we start feeding that to one another every single day, life is different.
agree with that. And I feel as though we need to focus more on the ones that are willing to help. I know a lot of us, including myself, I've probably said it numerous times about we don't get the support, the community not coming together. But we're three people right here that's willing to take those steps. So if we just focus on what we need to do, and one thing I do know is when people start seeing you in motion, they're more eager to join
To
versus
follow.
just hearing. Right.
Yes.
So
I mean, we can't keep pointing the finger and say they're not doing it. They're against us.
right,
We have to be. Someone has to take the lead.
exactly.
Someone definitely have to take the lead. Someone have to develop change because it ain't going to change on its own.
Right.
If we wait for it to happen on its own, we'll be deceased. There will be no more of us.
Hmm.
So when we learn to come together and make it happen, we all take that journey into heaven. And heaven could be on earth because that's where it is.
So you are really in control of your life.
Definitely.
Who else is in control of your life? There's 24 hours, 365 days a year. You got one day that's only 23 hours. You got another day that's 25 hours, daylight saving time. But other than that, you are in control 24 hours every single day. You decide what you want to do. You decide if you want to allow somebody else to pull your strings. You decide in the morning when you wake up, is you going to listen to that negativity that's going to mess up your whole day, or you going to listen to that positivity that's going to make you smile today and make you have a beautiful life. But it's up to you. It's your choice. Because you can't tell me if I'm happy. You can't tell me, oh, your hair is nappy and now I'm mad. Now you just messed up my whole day because you made one statement. No, that ain't going to happen. It used to be me when I had very little self-confidence. But now I realize life is about me. And to me, life is nothing but happiness. Everybody think it's hard to be happy. No, it's your decision.
Right.
It's your decision and your decision only on what's going to happen throughout this day. Who you surround yourself with, what you're going to listen to, what you want to do is your choice.
I think that's the harsh reality for a lot of people, like not taking accountability for the position that they're in or where they are. I mean, we're exactly where we're supposed to be based off of our mindset, based off what we believe about ourselves individually. And the beauty is that we have the power to change that
Whenever you want.
whenever you want.
A lot of people think they're stuck where they at because of financial situation. But guess what? My credit ain't gonna help me live another day. Or it ain't gonna take another day away from me. If my credit is bad today and I'm stressing because I want to, make sure these bills is paid, and my life is just so miserable because I'm at a job that I don't want to be because I have to pay these bills. Guess what? I don't care about my credit. I'll start all over, find somewhere where I want to be, let them cars, jewelry, clothes, whatever it takes, go. Start all over from day one, create everything all over again, then get my credit fixed when I'm happy, when I'm in a happy space. Because having everything and miserable just isn't happiness.
Mhm.
Having nothing and being able to decide what you want to do, how you want to spend those 24 hours, is happiness to me. It's freedom. And freedom is happiness. Freedom from stress, financial, relationship, work, whatever it is, you have to be free at it to gain that complete happiness.
So how do you create a mindset like that? Because a lot of people are, um, I feel as though kind of afraid of success. They're comfortable, like with us being entrepreneurs, that you don't know if we're gonna make $5 tomorrow or 5,000 tomorrow. But if you go to work, you punch that clock. You know what your paycheck gonna look like as long as you're there and you're doing what you're supposed to do. So most people are comfortable and kind of like that kind of lifestyle versus taking a chance. I get a thrive out of taking those risks, not knowing, not having no ceiling over what I can possibly make, and even not just money, just my freedom. Like it's a beauty for me to not have missed nothing that my kids are involved in.
You put yourself in a position where you can take that chance. You don't have to pay $1,000 tomorrow and only got $2 in your pocket today. So it's not that people is afraid of success. They're really afraid of failure. But to me, failure is not trying.
Right.
That's all it is. Because if I get out here every single day and I make $1 more than what I came out with, I could see it. I could see it.
Mhm.
That's only because I don't have 15,000 to pay every month. You understand? I'm living within my means.
Mhm.
And every extra dollar I get, I put towards something that can help my means grow for the next month. So I'm not stepping before the cow. I'm taking my time and following behind it because that cow is my cash flow.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So if I know that I'm only making $5,000 a month, which would be a beautiful thing right now,
Mhm.
why would I create bills for $7,000 a month just because I want to look pretty
Right.
or be fashionable or want other people to approve of what I'm doing? That goes back to a previous question. Why try to be something that you're not? Why try so hard to be something that you're not? That's a miserable life to me because that means every single day I have to live a lie.
Mhm.
I have to try to live up to your standards when my standards are nowhere near there.
Right.
So every day I'm living a lie. I'm miserable because I'm really not being me.
Mhm.
So why be something that you're not? Why you can't just be who you are, accept who you are, love who you are, and those who love you, they're real friends, they're real family, they're real blood. But if someone hates you for being who you are, why do you need them in your life? Why are you trying to impress someone that hates you for being you?
Yeah, that sounds crazy when you look at it like that. Um, I think people just you could find an excuse for not taking that step. Because even like you said, if you come out and you make $1 more than what you made, that's a beautiful thing. But what about when you don't make that dollar, or when you don't, if that doesn't, you're not a failure because of that. You still have that mind. I mean, to me, it's the mindset of people. Even having fear, you can be scared of something and still approach it. You just went about it being scary, but when you find an excuse for not doing it, I think that hinders you more than anything. I think that's actually worse than being fearful of it,
That's
because then you always have a reason not to try something.
well, if you come out and you didn't make that dollar today, you go back throughout that day, you find out what you did wrong,
Right.
and you fix it for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow you might only make a quarter, but guess what? You fix it for 50 cents. It's a growing process.
Right.
Everything in life is a growing process. You learn as you go. And when you make a mistake, you fix it. When you see someone else make a mistake, you don't go that route. You see
Exactly.
someone else make a positive, you follow them. That don't mean you're a follower.
Right.
That means you're heading for success. You want more.
So that brings me to this question. Why is it that that's so uncommon? Like, for instance, you do something and you're successful at it. I mean, not me personally, but people won't come to you. Something like what you said a little earlier, like, bro, put me on. How can I be down? Versus, oh man, he doing that over there. If I go, holler at him, I'm Joe, or I'm.
You just answered that question. Because in our community, we're Joe, we're dick eaters, we're followers or whatever, just because you want more for yourself.
Mhm.
You can't ask somebody for something because it's wrong. It's taboo. I don't want to better my life because I'm being Joe.
Mhm.
That don't even sound
That's
right.
ridiculous.
I want to struggle because I got too much pride to ask you, how did you get there?
Mhm.
That don't even sound right. That sounds childish. That sounds
Right.
like something that a 5-year-old would do.
But it's our reality.
Yeah, I think society has tainted our thinking. I think society has created this platform to like put labels telling people or making people feel like they have to do a certain thing by a certain time. You have to be of a certain status.
Mhm.
And it's stressing. People are like trying to fit into this mold
Mhm.
that society has created, not understanding that you create your own mold. So I think it's just hard for people to to find that connection, because society says you got to be married by a certain time. Society says you're supposed to be married first, then you have your kids, then have a job. Society says you're supposed to graduate high school and go to college and then get a job. And that's not realistic.
Mhm.
But the pressure is so prevalent that it makes people afraid to take
Right.
risks, because if you're not successful, or if you take a chance and you fail or make a mistake, then society is looking at you different.
Mhm.
And the pressures of of everyday life in the world is hella.
That's where it comes back to self confidence. It comes back to self
Absolutely.
confidence. Because if you look at it that way, everything in the world is against you. If you look at it that way, take
So,
yourself out the picture.
so do you think that we're in a wrong section of our community, because there are
No.
people that hold on, there are people that are willing to come together and try to make these changes. Like, for instance, my everyday circle, I would say, um, we don't have. I mean, to be honest, a lot of us don't have these type of discussions. But I went to a networking event last week, and I was surrounded by a bunch of people that's like us, black, that I didn't know from a can of paint, and they were all about it. So do I should at that point take the blame, and I need to change my people, places, and things.
Well, I remember when I came home, my sister told me, I think this was the best advice that I got,
Mhm.
was if a plane is going down, you don't try to help the next person before you help yourself. You got to secure your safety in order to help the next person. So in life, you create your lane, get
Mhm.
where you need to be, and then you go back and pull someone else in.
Right.
You can't pull someone else when you're trying to get somewhere, because it may not work together. They might not have the same mindset,
Mhm.
because, like I said, we are crabs in the barrel. We always trying to pull someone down. If you make 50,000 and I make 50,000, you may be concerned what I'm going to do with my 50,000,
Mhm.
because my 50,000 might end up to be 150,000, and your 50,000 might end up being 1,000 because you want that Corvette or
Right.
that truck or that bike or whatever. So now you're mad at me because I didn't triple my money and your
Mhm.
money went backwards. So now it creates a problem.
Right.
So unless you are comfortable what you're doing, then you can move forward. But I would never take myself out of my community, because then I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Because to me, right now, like I said to you, it's not about my wealth,
Mhm.
it's about my legacy. So if I run from the people that I'm trying to help, then I'm not creating what I need to do.
Right.
I'm not happy. Right now, I'm happy by giving or helping, or I'm trying to take back what I lost, and that was really who I am,
Right.
and that's where I'm at today.
Yeah. No, I wasn't saying that like leave our community. What I was saying was, like, within our community, we need to find the right people that's willing to move forward and help, versus just dwelling on, what we've been acceptable to for the last, I don't know how long. But um I'm a huge fan of this podcast. So I've watched all the episodes, and it's something that your sister said about the plane going down, and I've heard. And don't be mad at me, but I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Two
I'm a
of them.
Jay-Z
Yes, all
fan.
day. Happy
Two of
birthday,
And
Jay-Z. Today is his
exactly.
birthday. Happy birthday.
And he said something years ago, which was, you can't help the poor if you one of them. And that's pretty much the same thing. Get yourself in position first, and then you'll be able to help other people. And I think a lot of times, I know even me, I've been one of the ones in my past that dwelled on support of others and stuff like that. But in all reality, when you working and you focus, subconsciously help just start coming out of nowhere. So
Is there.
once we do what we need to do on our end and just focus on reaching out to these kids, and I'm sure I have sturdy faith that we're gonna get the
It's
support that
going to
we need.
happen.
Exactly.
It's going to happen. You just can't let a little hardship stop you.
Right.
Like, because the devil's there. The devil is real. He's going to throw every pebble to make you stumble on your path.
Absolutely.
And it's up to you to have that sturdy faith
Right.
to keep on pushing through, because every day ain't going to be peaches and cream.
Exactly.
But if you make it peaches and cream, it's peaches and cream.
Yeah. Well, what's even crazy about what you just said is that sometimes that's most of the time that's confirmation that you're doing something
You're
right.
doing something right. 'Cause
Exactly.
it's always going to rain before the sun shines.
That's
Come
right.
out.